there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby and today I'm going to be giving you 5 book recommendations for domestic suspense. I love thrillers, suspense, mysteries, and I specifically love domestic suspense stories, so I have 5 books to recommend today. So the first one I have is by Chevy Stevens called Never Let You Go, and this is the only Chevy Stevens I've read, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one. And this one follows a mom and daughter. The mom had left her husband 11 years before. He was abusive and she escaped and he went to prison. Well, now it's been 10 years since he's been in prison and he's being released from prison. And this mother feels that she's not safe and weird things start happening to her. She thinks someone's stalking her. She's convinced it's her ex-husband, but he says he's innocent. So she tries to figure out who's stalking her while simultaneously dating a new guy, trying to have her own business and protect her daughter. And it also goes back to when she was married to her ex-husband and just the terror of being his wife and kind of the abuse that she endured being married to him. And this one was really good. I remember it just being really fast-paced considering it's fairly like 400 pages. And I found this to be really engaging. It does have some triggers of like domestic violence if that bothers you, but I really enjoyed this one. And then another one I have is The Neighbors by Hannah Mary McKinnon. And this one I got recommended by Lisa from Books and Smiles and thoroughly enjoyed this one. This is about a married couple named Abby and Nate. They have a teenage, son, I believe. They have a teenage son. And they have new neighbors named Nancy and Liam, and they go over there for dinner, and Abby recognizes Liam from her past. So years before, she had gotten in a car accident one summer, and her brother Tom dies, and her boyfriend at the time was Liam, and she left and kind of changed her life and never went back to Liam. Well, now it's years later, she sees Liam at this dinner party, and Liam and Abby pretend not to know each other. And it's different perspectives of all the married couples, like all 4 people. And you can just tell that even though they think to others they appear to have perfect marriages, their marriages are all pretty messed up. There are secrets and lies. And why aren't Liam and Abby being honest about how they know each other? And this is juicy. It's not like a thriller or anything. It's definitely more of like a mystery suspense element. But it was really, really good. I think I gave it like almost 5 stars. Yeah, highly recommend this one. And then one I've mentioned on my channel before is The Couple Next Door by Sherry LaPena. This is a great domestic suspense. It's pretty short. And this is about a married couple named Anne and Marco. They have a baby and they go next door for a birthday party at Graham and Cynthia's house. Well, their babysitter falls through, but they still want to go to the party, so they just turn on a baby monitor and check their baby every hour or two. And then at the end of the night, they go home and their baby's missing. So they're trying to figure out who took the baby, and the cops think it could be one of them because usually in those instances it isn't a stranger. And you're trying to wonder, was it one of them? Was it one of the neighbors? Was it an outside person? Someone trying to get money? You don't know. And this one was really twisty and really good as well. And then I have I Know You by Annabelle Cantaria. I read this a couple of months ago. And this is about a married couple named Taylor and Jake. They just moved to the UK and Taylor is 7 months pregnant. And she never really leaves the house while he works, so she needs to make friends. So she joins this walking group in the park and she meets a pretty young woman named Anna who is also pregnant but much less pregnant. And they strike up a friendship, and you also see another perspective of someone following them. So you know that someone is following these people and spying on them and searching up everything they post on the internet. So this is pretty creepy because it kind of talks about how anything you post online is not a secret and everything they've posted is just being stalked. And this was really good. It got into my head and I highly recommend it. And I don't really see people talk about it very much, but it's really, really good. And then the last one I have to talk about is The Ex-Wife by Jess Ryder. I do have a physical copy, but I have it out to a friend right now. I recommended it to her as someone who doesn't really read suspense or thrillers very often because it's not too crazy, especially not psychologically. So this one is about a married couple named Natasha and Nick, and they have a toddler daughter. and they appear to everyone else to have the perfect marriage. Everything is great, but it maybe isn't. The only thing that bothers Natasha is his ex-wife, Nick's ex-wife Jen, is always in their life, and no matter what, he will not let her go. And then one day she goes to pick her daughter up from daycare, and she's not there. She calls her husband. He won't pick up. He's not home. Nothing. So she knows that both her husband and her daughter are missing, and she tries to go home, but she's locked out of the house. And then the only person she can turn to is Jen, the ex-wife, but she's not sure if she can trust Jen or if Jen has something to do with their disappearance. And it's kind of all about that, and it is a twisty ride, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one as well. Let me know what you guys have been reading in regard to domestic suspense, and if you have any recommendations for me, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.